I grew up in the middle of America in the 70s, and back then the middle of America was tantamount to, I would say, Siberia. New ideas just did not come in. I think, you know, the whole 60s sexual revolution just, it's like in the Bible, there's the Passover. And I think people in America, they just wrote on the door, outside the door, just, no, we don't want it. Just pass by us, Satan. Especially the house I grew up in. It's very, what they would call religious. Very Catholic, with a little Southern Baptist, which is a great combination. And so we would go to church a couple times a week, and you go to confession twice a month, and you felt like you're being watched, and it's very, but also like a Tennessee Williams play, very sexually repressed. Everyone got just these hidden tensions, everyone kind of constantly fighting and hating each other. My mother having too much of an obsession with me, like there would never be any other woman for me. And so I did, you know, what a lot of boys did. I said, at the age of 12, I said, well, I know, I'll be a priest. It seems like the right thing to do. I mean, when you're in a cult environment, why not obey and take it on as a personal choice? And so that, you know, so I said, okay, I'm going to be a priest. And it also got everybody, kind of calmed everybody down too. That was like a side effect. It was like, hey, everybody's chill now. You know, got relatives' approval. And it's pre-internet, you know, and never, it's like, they get this really strict Catholic school, and girls were not even on the radar. This is the age when you supposedly start thinking about girls, but I guess I did, but it was all just so shoved down. And not like today, images everywhere, or again, the middle of America, no internet. One day we were visiting my mother's sister in some part of town, I don't know, 40-minute drive or something. It's the only way to get around in town. You had to drive, especially if you wanted to go some kind of distance. So we visited this sister, and on the way home, you know, my sister was there too. So my mother, my sister, and I, on the way home, we do the visit, and we stopped by a mall. I don't know why. I think we had to buy some clothing for my sister or something, school clothing or something. And all I did as a kid was go to church, and I read. And I read, you know, and still, despite, you know, I'm going to be a priest, but I still loved adventure novels. King Solomon's Mines and Tarzan, you know. And I thought, well, maybe I could combine the two. Be a missionary or something. I could travel, or I could go to exotic places, and I could still be a priest, and it would be happy. Subconsciously, I didn't know I was trying to get distance from home. So we're at this mall, and my parents, my mother and father was not there. My mother says, all right, she goes with my sister, all right, we're gonna get the clothes, let's meet up front at blah, blah, in 1 hour. So I did what I normally do, and I go to a bookstore. Because I read. It was about so I'm 12 years old, I'm in a bookstore looking around. Never been in this mall, totally different part of town. Walking up and down, seeing some old classics. So I read that. Like I go down one aisle, and I see Tarzan. It's a picture book. I've never seen this one before. It's a big picture book. And I grab it, and I open it, and this is no Tarzan I've ever seen before. I didn't know that coming out very soon was a movie with the British actor Richard Harris and the up-and-coming American actress Bo Derek called Tarzan. And apparently in this movie, Bo Derek does not have much on. And I looked over this book. This is Tarzan. I said, now Tarzan I know, and I was shaking. I was like, that's not Tarzan I know. And I walked back. And I'm looking around, no one's around. I came back. And I grabbed it again. I was like, I want to make sure this is Tarzan. I guess, because there was text with it, and that matched what I had read. But this woman has no clothes on. I've never seen anything like that. I'm 12 years old. I'm shaking. And I'm looking around, this must be wrong. This must be a sin or something. Surely God is watching me. But then, maybe God put this in my path for some reason. I don't know. I'm already at this age. I'm in this philosophical quandary. But I can't put this book down. I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm supposed to be a priest. What am I doing? But yet this feels so right. And the blood is going to me and shaking, and I'm shaking. Oh my God. I think, I told a story here before about how I've stolen a few things as a child. I thought, could I steal this book? I thought, no way, you get caught stealing a book like this. That's big trouble. I put it back. I thought, you know what? We'll come back to this mall. I come back to this mall, but I couldn't ride my bike there. It's so far away. There's no public transportation. I didn't know what to do, so I looked and I looked and I tried to burn the images in my head. I just couldn't make sense of it. But I just knew that something felt different. And so I met my mother and my sister, and she was like, what's wrong with you? I was like, I don't know. It's just I don't know. We got in the car and we just drove home. And then the whole idea of being a priest just because I knew that I made some kind of connection. I was like, oh, right. When you're a priest, you can't get married. And if you're straight, I mean, it's 12. I mean, I thought I was straight. I'm pretty sure. I love this book. And I made the connection. It's like, oh, right. Okay. If I choose that, then I give up this. And I'm pretty sure I'm not giving up this. That I knew as well. But then driving home, and then through the weeks, and then I got less obsessive about wanting to be a priest, and everyone noticed, and my parents invited a priest over to dinner, and they didn't say why, but it became apparent, like, trying to get me back on course. And the priest was like, so, what is it? Seems like you don't really want to, it happens, people lose faith and it comes back, but what do you think it is? You don't want to be a priest anymore? I was like, dude, I don't even know if you would understand.